Oh man, so car is straighter than ever. Starting to do pretty well, but I've ran into it a couple times. Injectors getting clogged, clean them, it runs fine again. And I finally found the culprit of my frustrations after it felt like a year. Did it 2 or 3 times last year, and then did it, pretty bad this year. And my buddy Robert, he found the culprit, which would be this, and the all is hopefully well. I've flushed and replaced all the fuel lines, filters, pumps, fittings, blah 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 blah. Flushed the injectors. Everything seems happy because it would go from a happy car and then it would go to a really sad car all of a sudden. So here is the progress we've made. Pardon the mess. Goal tonight and tomorrow is just going to be to clean everything and reroute everything. So hoses are kind of everywhere. But we have a surge tank. Why do we have a surge tank? Because we have a belt drive fuel pump now. So not the biggest one. It is slightly underdriven. That's a 16 tooth pulley and 28 tooth pulley. So it gets my max RPM at like 4,500. Aeromotive says 5,000 is the most you want to spin them. These pumps are rated at 6 gallons per minute, so I know not huge, but perfect for E85 at 4,000. So it's going to be a lot better and a lot more reliable than the Hellcat pump. Hellcat pump, I can't be mad about it. It lasted 5 seasons. I had a couple more pumps. I went up having a spare 450, so factor that in later. But here we go. We've got a surge tank. So by having a surge tank, that means in the tank now we just have that 450 pump. The 450 pump feeds to the bottom here. This is my return that goes back to the tank. Obviously, this is my fuel regulator. It's a return that goes back from the rail. This is what feeds the pump. I fought myself because of the orientation. So these you have to feed the top of the pump, and it has to be flipped a certain way for the spur gears to work, this and that. So lesson learned, if you ever do one, put that joker in your hand and spin it until you see which one is the inlet, which one is the outlet. I was pretty frustrated. Waiting on a fitting to come in, so I can 90 this. This I had there just to test it. But as you can see, it's just been kind of nasty from everything. So that is what we are doing now. And then this weekend, go to US 60. That's going to be a great time, a race that Shane is throwing. Clean up some oil I spilt. It's great. And go from there. Cool part about the surge tank I've learned, didn't have much fuel, but it had just enough in there to feed that bad Larry. And that thing will idle on it forever, it feels like, because it's just constantly feeding and returning it and only sending out on the top what it is not using. So it maintains the level. I know that they said this should be up here. I said it there because I figured it would work better than it is. So replacing that fitting and gonna go from there. Settings I changed in the Holly. So this will always have a pump running to it. I made the prime pump a little bit longer. So right now I have it set on 10 seconds. I'll see how much shorter I want to make it. But that way it kind of pushes the subject each time, because initially cold, it was a little bit slow to start, but it was because this was not priming all the way with only 4 seconds. So by priming it longer, starts up like a electric fuel pump car now. I've got some ideas on making some custom outputs on how to make that happen. I just haven't narrowed it down yet. And this will work fine anyways. So that is that for now. Oh, yeah, parts list. So you can get these from Alky Digger with that bolt. I went up going with the longer hardened bolt, which was an extra $20 because they make them for the F-body spacing, and I wanted more thread engagement than what they said it would do. But that was like a whole mandrel setup. from them. This is the Aeromotive pulley. That looks like it's touching. It's not. It's actually a good bit away. My tension is good. It's got enough play. These I actually took and got a collar and welded it to some tubing on a plate back there. Then trussed everything and made it adjustable and happy. And yeah, everything is square. Use a level, straight edge, all that jazz. Continental belt, bought a couple. They're like $16 on Amazon. Even though I have an underdriven pulley, I did use the Aeromotive chart and it measured fine. Measured just like a V-belt. Imagine that. These things, you don't want them super tight. You don't want them super loose. A little bit of play. Be able to turn them 90 degrees and let go. And all is well.
You can't take away my dignity because the greatest love of all inside of me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sexy chocolate.